Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Learning DCE. Myself Dr. Yamini J, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, Bangalore. In this session, we are going to discuss about linear equation of second order with variable coefficients, type 2, method of changing the independent variable in differential equation 2, BSc 4th semester Mathematics. Linear equations of second order with variable coefficients. In this type 2 is method of changing the independent variable. Consider the equation d square y by dx square plus p into dy by dx plus qy is equal to r. In this, y is a dependent variable, x is an independent variable. Let us change the independent variable x to z, where z is a function of x, that is z is equal to f of x. We have dy by dx is equal to dy by dz into dz by dx. Multiply and divide by dz, and d square y by dx square is equal to d by dx of dy by dx. So from the above equation we know the value of dy by dx. We have to substitute here. So we'll get d by dx of dy by dz into dz by dx. So using the product tool, we have to differentiate this. Finally we'll get d square y by dx square is equal to d square y by dz square into dz by dx whole square plus dy by dz into d square z by dx square. Using these values in equation 1, we'll get d square y by dz square into dz by dx whole square plus dy by dz into d square z by dx square plus p into dy by dz into dz by dx plus qy is equal to r. So here we have two terms for dy by dy by dz. So next step we are going to combine that two. So we'll get d square y by dz square into dz by dx whole square plus d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx into dy by dx dy by dz plus qy is equal to r. So the given this equation is not in the standard form, so we want to make it a standard form. That's why we are dividing this equation by dz by dx whole square. So we'll get d square y by dz square plus p1 into dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1, where p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx whole thing divided by dz by dx whole square, and q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square, and r1 is equal to r by dz by dx whole square. Here p1, q1 and r1 are functions of x. However, these can be converted to function of z by using the relation z is equal to f of x. Thus the equation 2 is now an equation with z as independent variable. We choose z as a function of x in one of the following ways, so that the converted equation 2 can be solved by a method known to us already. So we choose z such that dz by dx whole square is equal to k into q for some appropriate constant k. For this choice of z, if p1 and q1 turns out to be constant, then the equation 2 can be solved by method known to us already. Otherwise, we choose z such that p1 is equal to 0. For this choice of z, if q1 turns out to be constant, then again equation 2 may be solved by the method already known. In this way, equation 1 may be solved by changing the independent variable. So with this, with some example, we are going to see how we can solve this kind of equation. The first problem is solve cos x into d square y by dx square plus sin x into dy by dx minus 2y into cos cube x is equal to 2 cos to the power 5x by changing the independent variable. So first thing, we have to check the given equation is in the standard form or not. If not, we have to change to standard form. Here the given equation is not in the standard form, so we have to divide the equation by cos x, means we will get the standard form. That's why the first term is divided by cos x, means we will get d square y by dx square, plus second term becomes sin x by cos x. So we'll get tan x into dy by dx minus 2y cos square x, because cos cube x by cos x is cos square x, is equal to, the right side value is 2 cos to the power 5x by cos x is 2 cos to the power 4x. So from this, p value is tan x, q value is minus 2 into cos square x, and r is equal to 2 cos to the power 4x. Now we are going to choose the z value. Let us choose z such that dz by dx whole square is equal to 2 cos square x. So we are taking q value here. Q is equal to minus 2 cos square x there, but we are taking only the value 2 cos square x. Then from that we are taking square root on both sides. We will get dz by dx is equal to root 2 into cos x. From this we are going for the integration to find z. So if you go for the integration, dz by dx becomes z, and root 2 will be a constant. We have same thing. Then cos x integration is sin x. So that's why z is equal to root 2 into sin x. Now changing the independent variable x to z, the equation 1 becomes d square y by dz square plus p1 into dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1, where p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx by dz by dx whole square, and q1 is q by dz by dx whole square, and r1 is equal to r by dz by dx whole square. See, we should know these formulas for p1, q1, r1. Now we are going to simplify with the values p1 first. p1 is equal to, what is our first term? D square z by dx square is there. So if you differentiate dz by dx with respect to x, we will get d square z by dx square. So we will get minus root 2 into sin x, plus p value is tan x, then dz by dx is root 2 into cos x. Then in the denominator we have 2 cos square x. Now we have writing in the numerator, tan x is sin by cos. If you simplify with the terms, we will get minus root 2 into sin x plus root 2 into sin x. Both the values are same and having the opposite sign. That's why we can cancel that. Then the numerator value becomes 0. So 0 by 2 cos square x is 0. Therefore p1 is equal to 0 we got. Then we can find out q1 in the same method. q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square. So q value is minus 2 cos square x. Then denominator is 2 cos square x. So we are getting minus 1 for q1. Then r1 is equal to r1 by dz by dx whole square. R is here 2 cos to the power 4x, and that dz by dx whole square is 2 cos square x. If you simplify that, we will get cos square x. Now p1 is 0, q1 is minus 1, r1 is cos square x. Now we are going to substitute this value in equation 2. We will get the equation 2 becomes d square y by dz square minus y is equal to cos square x. See, right side we have cos square x in the term of x. That also we have to change to z term. That's why we are writing cos square x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. So sin square x value is see from this z is equal to root 2 into sin x is there. From that z square is 2 into sin square x. So for that from that we can write 1 minus sin square x is equal to 1 minus z square by 2. So the above equation become d square minus 1 into y is equal to 1 minus z square by 2. So now we got the equation in the form of f of t into y is equal to f of x. That is linear equation with a constant coefficient form. So from that f of d we can write auxiliary equation is m square minus 1 is equal to 0. That implies m is equal to plus or minus 1. So we have m value here 1 and minus 1. Both the values are real and both the values are different. That's why the complementary function is cf is equal to c1 into e to the power z plus c2 into e to the power minus z. So now we are finding the particular integral. Pi is equal to 1 by f of d into f of x. So here f of d is d square minus 1 and f of x is 1 minus z square by 2. So this is third type of particular integral. That means polynomial function in term of z we have here. So whenever the polynomial function, algebraic functions are there, we have to go for binomial expansion. So with the binomial expansion only we can simplify this. Either we have to get 1 plus x whole to the power minus 1 formula or 1 minus x whole to the power minus 1 formula. So here in the denominator we have d square minus 1. That's why we are taking 1 minus common outside. So d square minus 1 become 1 minus d square. So bring it to the numerator means we will get minus of 1 minus d square whole to the power minus 1 into 1 minus z square by 2. So we are expanding the binomial expansion. 1 minus x whole to the power minus 1 expansion is 1 plus x square plus etc. It's going on. So in the place of x we have here d square. That's why minus of 1 plus d square plus d to the power 4 plus etc. into 1 minus z square by 2. So here our algebraic function is 1 minus z square by 2 means we can differentiate maximum 2 times. Third term onwards is become 0. That's why we have to consider only first term and second term. First term is 1 and second term is d square. So that function is multiplied with 1 means we'll get 1 minus z square by 2. Then d square into 1 minus z square by 2 means we'll get, we have to differentiate the function 2 times means we'll get the value of that is minus 1. If you are substituting that value means 1 and minus 1 will cancel. Only minus z square by 2 we have in the bracket. So that another minus is outside. So if you simplify with that we'll get z square by 2 is the particular integral. Now the solution y is equal to CF plus PI, we know that. So we have to substitute the value for CF and PI. Therefore y is equal to C1 into e to the power z plus C2 into e to the power minus z plus z square by 2. So now we finally in the last step we have to substitute the z value in term of x. So z is equal to root 2 into sin x. We know that we have to substitute in this step. Hence y is equal to C1 into e to the power root 2 sin x plus C2 into e to the power minus 2 root 2 into sin x plus sin square x. This is the solution for the given differential equation. Then next problem is solve d square y by dx square plus 2 into cos x plus tan x into dy by dx plus y into cos square x is equal to cos to the power 4x by changing the independent variable. See the given equation in the standard form. So that's why we are selecting p, q, r value directly. Here p is 2 cos x plus tan x, q is equal to cos square x and r is cos to the power 4x. Let us choose a new independent variable z such that dz by dx whole square is equal to q value is cos square x. So we are taking cos square x here. Then from that dz by dx is equal to cos x. Then while integrating we'll get z value is sin x. So now in term of z the given equation become d square y by dz square plus p1 into dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1 where p1 is equal to, we have to write the formula for p1. p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx by dz by dx whole square. So now we are substituting the values one by one in the numerator as well as in the denominator. dz by dx is equal to cos x means d square z by dx square is minus sin x. So that's why we are substituting in the numerator. First term is sin x plus p value is 2 cos x plus tan x and dz by dx is cos x. Then denominator value is cos square x. This is equal to, we have to simplify one by one the terms. So first we are writing tan x is sin x by cos x. Then multiply with the cos x term, we'll get minus sin x plus 2 cos square x plus sin x by cos square x. In this sin x and minus sin x will cancel. We have 2 cos square x by cos square x and that cos square x by cos square x will cancel. We have only 2. For p1 is we are getting 2 now. Next, similarly, q1 we have to find out now. Q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square. That is equal to cos square x by cos square x is equal to 1. Then r1 is equal to r by dz by dx whole square. So r value is cos to the power 4x by cos square x is equal to cos square x. That we can change it here itself in the term of z. Cos square we can write 1 minus sine square x, that is equal to 1 minus z square. Now all this p1, q1, r1 value we are going to substitute in equation 2. The equation 2 become now d square y by dz square plus 2 into dy by dx plus y is equal to 1 minus r square. So now we from this we are getting d square plus 2d plus 1 into y is equal to 1 minus z square. So that is f of d into y is equal to f of x form we are getting. So that is linear equation with constant coefficient form we are getting. From that the auxiliary equation is m square plus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. So with the factorization we will get m is equal to minus 1 and minus 1. Both the values are real and coincident here. That's why complementary function is equal to c1 plus c2 into z into e to the power minus z. Now we will go for pi. Pi is equal to 1 over d square plus 2d plus 1 into 1 minus z square. So again we have a algebraic function. If again we have to use binomial expansion for this. So we are taking the denominator value is d square plus 2d plus 1 is there. So we can write that one is 1 plus d whole square. So we are taking 1 plus d whole square term to the numerator. We will get 1 plus d whole to the power minus 2. So the binomial expansion 1 plus x whole to the power minus 2 expansion we are using here. So we are that 1 plus d wholes to the power minus 2 become 1 minus 2d plus 3d square minus 4d cube plus etc. into 1 minus z square. Here our algebraic function is 1 minus z square. So maximum we can differentiate 2 times. So that's why we can take first 3 terms. That is 1 minus 2 term plus 3 d square term. If 1 has to multiply with 1 minus z square means we will get 1 minus z square. Then minus 2d into 1 minus z square. So if you differentiate that we will get plus 4d. Then third term is 3d square into 1 minus d square means we will get minus 6. So the simplification is 1 minus z square plus 4z minus 6 we have. If you simplify that, minus z square plus 4 minus z square plus 4z minus 5 we have for pi. Now the solution is y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So we have y is equal to c1 plus c2 z into e to the power minus z plus minus z square plus 4z minus 5. So now we have to substitute z is equal to sin x. So the general solution of the given equation y is equal to c1 plus c2 into sin x into e to the power minus sin x plus minus sin square x plus 4 sin x minus 5. This is the required solution for the given equation. Then the next problem is solve 1 plus x square whole square d square y by dx square plus 2x into 1 plus x square dy by dx plus y is equal to 0 by using the transformation z is equal to tan inverse x. Here the transformation is given z is equal to tan inverse x. So no need to take from the given equation. We have to use this z value. So first we have to make the given equation in the standard form. That's why we are dividing the equation by 1 plus x square whole square. So after dividing we will get d square y by dx square plus 2x by 1 plus x square dy by dx plus 1 by 1 plus x square whole square dy is equal to 0. From this p is equal to 2x by 1 plus x square, q is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square whole square and r is equal to 0. So here the transformation is not given. We will consider q value is dz by dx whole square. But here the transformation z value is given. So we have to consider that value only here. So the transformation is given by z is equal to tan inverse x. So from that we have to find out dz by dx and d square z by dx square. So if you differentiate with respect to x means we'll get dz by dx is 1 by 1 plus x square, because the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Again we want to differentiate this to get d square z by dx square. So we'll get d square z by dx square is minus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square. Now in term of z, the given equation become d square y by dz square plus p1 dz by dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1. Now we will find out p1 and q1 r1 one by one, where p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx by dz by dx whole square. So we have to substitute all the values here and simplify, means what you will get d square minus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square plus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square in the numerator. So both will cancel, will get 0 for p1. Then q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square. So q is 1 by 1 plus x square whole square and dz by dx whole square is 1 by 1 plus x whole square. Both the values are same, that's why q1 value is 1. Then r1 is equal to 0 because r value is 0. So we are getting r1 is 0. Substitute all the p1, q1, r1 in the equation 2. The equation 2 becomes d square y by dz square plus y is equal to 0. So d square plus 1 into y is equal to 0. Here f of x value is 0 means complementary function itself a solution. That's why from this equation we are finding first auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 is equal to 0. So m is equal to plus or minus I. We got the complex root here. So with alpha is equal to 0, beta is equal to 1. Therefore the general solution is y is equal to a cos z plus b sin z. So now we have to substitute the value z is equal to tan inverse x. Therefore the solution y is equal to a cos of tan inverse x plus b sin of tan inverse x. Then next example is solve sin square x into y double dash plus sin x into cos x into y dash plus 4y is equal to 0. The given equation is not in the standard form, that's why we are dividing the equation by sin square x. We'll get y double dash plus cot x y dash plus 4 cos square x y is equal to 0. So with that p is equal to cot x, q is equal to 4 cosecant square x and r is equal to 0. See here the transformation is not given, so we have to consider q value as a dz by dx whole square. So now let us consider z such that dz by dx whole square is equal to 4 into cosecant square x. From this dz by dx is equal to 2 cosecant x and z is equal to 2 into integration of cosecant x is 2 log of tan x by 2. So changing the independent variable from x to z, the equation 1 become d square y by dz square plus p1 into dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1. So in that we know p1 value, q1 value, r1 value. We are going to write the formula and substitute the value, and simplifying it we will get p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx, the whole thing divided by dz by dx whole square. So here d square z by dx square is minus 2 cosecant x into cot x plus p value is cot x and dz by dx is 2 into cosecant x, whole thing divided by 4 cosecant square x. So in the numerator both the values are same and having the opposite sign, that's why we are getting 0. So therefore p1 is 0. q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square. So q value is 4 cosecant square x, the denominator value also 4 cosecant square x. So both will cancel, we'll get q1 is 1. And r1 is equal to r by dz by dx whole square. Here r is equal to 0. So r1 is also 0. Now we are going to substitute all the p1, q1, r1 value in equation 1 equation 2, the equation 2 becomes d square y by dz square plus y is equal to 0. So we are getting d square plus 1 into y is equal to 0. That is f of x value is 0 here. So complementary function itself a solution of the equation. That's why the auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 is equal to 0, m is equal to plus or minus I. Then the general solution y is equal to a cos z plus b sin z. Here z value is 2 log of tan x by 2. So we have to substitute in the last step. Therefore the general solution y is equal to a cos of 2 log tan x by 2 plus b sin 2 log of tan x by 2. This is our required solution for the given differential equation. So with this example, we have one more example, that is d square y by dx square minus 1 plus 4 into e to the power x dy by dx plus 3 into e to the power 2x into y is equal to e to the power 2 into x plus 2 to the e to the power x. So the given equation is in the standard form. That's why we can select p, q and r value directly. So here p is equal to minus of 1 plus 4 into e to the power x, q is equal to 3 into e to the power 2x, and r is equal to e to the power 2 into x plus 2x, e to the power x. Now let us choose the z value such that dz by dx whole square is equal to e to the power 2x. So we are not considering yet constant. If you consider a constant along with e to the power 2x, while taking the square root, it become root 2. So we can root 3. So we can take it or not, we can take only the function. So based on that, q1 value will differ, that's all. So we'll get finally the same answer. Here we are taken dz by dx whole square is equal to e to the power 2x. So from that dz by dx is equal to e to the power x and z is equal to e to the power x. So that the changing the independent variable from x to z, the equation 1 become d square y by dz square plus p1 into dy by dz plus q1 into y is equal to r1. Now we know where r p1 and q1 r1 values, so we are going to find out one by one. p1 is equal to d square z by dx square plus p into dz by dx whole thing divided by dz by dx whole square. Substitute the value of d square z by dx square first. So dz by dx is e to the power x, means e to the power d square z by dx square is also e to the power x. So that's why the numerator first term is e to the power x minus why we are taking minus means p value is minus here. So minus 1 plus 4 into e to the power x into dz by dx is e to the power x. So numerator value is e to the power x minus e to the power x minus 4 into e to the power 2x divided by e to the power 2x we have. So here in the numerator e to the power x and minus e to the power x will cancel. Remaining value is minus 4 e to the power 2x by e to the power 2x. Again e to the power 2x and e to the power 2x will cancel. We will get only minus 4 for p1. Now q1 is equal to q by dz by dx whole square. So q value is 3 into e to the power 2x by e to the power 2x. So both will cancel, we will get only 3 for q1. Then r1 is equal to r by dz by dx whole square. So r is here e to the power 2x into e to 2x into e to the power 2 into e to the power x. We are taking separate by e to the power 2x. So e to the power 2x, e to the power 2x will cancel. So r1 is equal to e to the power 2 into e to the power x we have. So we know e to the power x is z. That's why r is also changing in term of z. We'll get r1 is equal to e to the power 2z. Now we are going to substitute p1, q1, r1 in equation 2. The equation 2 becomes d square y by dz square minus 4 into dy by dx plus 3y is equal to 0. So that we have to write it in the term of So we are d square minus 4d plus 3 into y is equal to 0 we are getting. So now the auxiliary equation become m square minus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0, that is m is equal to 1 comma 3. See, the right side value is here, not 0, it is e to the power 2z. So we have to find out e to the power 2z is there, we have to find out particular integral also. So the auxiliary equation first we will find out m square minus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0. Then m is equal to 1 and minus 1 and 3. So the complementary function is c1 into e to the power z plus c2 into e to the power 3z. Now pi is equal to particular integral. Pi is equal to 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 into e to the power 2z. So e to the power 2z is there, means we have to go for first type of particular integral. So first type of particular integral means e to the power ax form. E to the power ax form means we have to replace d by a. So here a value is 2, so we have to substitute d value is 2. So in the denominator, so we'll get pi is equal to 1 over 4 minus 8 plus 3 into e to the power 2z. That is equal to minus e to the power 2z we'll get. So now we have to combine complementary function as well as particular integral for the complete solution. So complete solution y is equal to c1 e to the power z plus c2 e to the power 3z minus e to the power 2z. So substitute z is equal to e to the power x in this equation. So y is equal to c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power 3 into e to the power x minus e to the power 2 into e to the power x. This is our required solution for the given differential equation. So here we have 5 examples for this type of problem. With this 5 example, you can understand this method, how we are changing the independent variable x to z and solving the differential equation. Thank you for watching this video.